when he said that, and I'm looking at that, and I see the Cowboys, and I see where they are now, I'm starting to ask myself, does Dak Prescott end his career in Dallas, or does he go somewhere else, especially if he gets to free agency? Like, if you're Dak, do you want to put up this the rest of your career having to get undermined by an owner? The coach really has no power. We know this,
That's
right?
true.
No coach that Jerry's hired outside of Bill Parcells probably had any power.
No Free Lunch is presented by T. Price. The information provided on this podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial or legal advice. Always consult with a qualified financial and or legal professionals before making any legal or financial decisions or investments. I'm Ndamukong Suh, and welcome to No Free Lunch, where we talk to experts and athletes about how the most successful people in sports manage their money and grow their wealth. Danny, what's going on, boss?
It's the holiday season.
Holiday season. What we got going? Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the goodness, New Year's.
Yes, football season. I'm excited. This is one of my favorite parts of the year. Thanksgiving, food, football. I don't know if it gets any better than that.
No, it doesn't. I think the only thing is you got so much family coming in town, so you got to deal with the in-laws. I love my in-laws.
Yeah, sure.
I love you, Miss Ma.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's football time.
Yeah.
This year, I will be in the mix, fully excited,
Yeah.
down in Dallas, enjoying the Dallas and Chiefs game. But I reminisce my days in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting there, preparing for a game, knowing we can go out there, get a couple sacks, get a win,
Yeah.
and go home to an amazing spread and then a vacation right thereafter.
A home
3-day
game.
weekend.
Home
game.
game.
The best. Absolutely the best in Detroit.
Yeah, that's the caveat is like you have a shorter week on the front side of it, but the back side of it, you got
I
2
will
or 3
take it
extra days.
all day.
Really?
Because honestly, most good coaches, because it's so late in the season, they're usually, week 9, 10, 11, whatever it is, smart coaches would be like, all right, Thursday, let's get this win. You're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You chilling.
Like a 5-day weekend, boss. So some coaches may make us come back early and get a bonus Tuesday, but it depends on who we're playing that next week.
Sure. Well, we're talking to our boy Jabari. We're here in New York and talking about all things Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And specifically how the Detroit Lions started to play on Thanksgiving. I got a little trivia and backstory there for y'all to talk about.
Okay.
So we can get into it right here with Jabari.
I'm looking forward to that, man. Jabari, let's go. Let's talk about it right here on No Free Lunch. Jabari, welcome to No Free Lunch. Special episode on Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah.
What are you thankful for?
Every year, man, I feel like you have to say this because, like, if you don't, then you're married.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day I'll be, but they're going to get you, right? But you got to be thankful for the family.
Yep.
You know, I have a daughter. She's 12 years old. I'm thankful to see her growth. I'm thankful to see, her developing her own. Ever since I got a cell phone, I don't see it no more like that, right? So I'll be thankful that she actually come and sit down to dinner with us. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm thankful for the family, man. Every single year to have family and friends around. Is what is a holiday season without that? And I'm thankful for you too, my brother.
Yes, man. I appreciate that. I think I sentiment that in the same manner. I mean, thankful for family. I love my immediate family, my extended family, and in-laws and all the above. But obviously, just thankful for the blessing and health.
Yeah,
honestly, that's the main, most important piece. Being a healthy family, especially with my father passed and not having his health, but he's in a better place. So I'm excited to continue to have him live within me and continue to move on.
Do you have a favorite memory of you remember when you and your dad celebrated Thanksgiving? Like it was one that stands out?
I would probably say him just being in Detroit and me playing in the games and then being able to go home and we all hang out and be at the house from that standpoint.
Yeah.
Some of the most memorable moments that I've said Thanksgiving-wise. I don't really remember childhood Thanksgivings, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm sure they were great, but like it's kind of another day.
Yeah.
From that standpoint. I guess as you get older, you get more thankful.
Yeah. I remember my childhood Thanksgivings, man. Because, I'm an undercover Cowboys fan. So, yeah.
So you had a lot of painful days there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you laughing at me too, right?
Yeah,
well,
I'm
but time out. Didn't you have a lot of painful days too? You used to play for the Detroit Lions, right?
No.
Look, last time I checked.
I came in, hey, boss, I came in there and we changed some things around, and Thanksgiving, we turned up.
Listen, last time I checked, though, if you look at Detroit's all-time Thanksgiving record, that's a losing record.
All-time ain't got nothing to do with me.
So they started 1934. 1933, 1934. Danny, how long, right? 1933, 1934. Which one was it?
It was 1934. And they took some time off during World War II. But the original story is they to your point earlier, they had this guy, George Richardson, who was now the new owner of this new team, the Detroit Lions they renamed, was trying to find a way to increase ticket sales in 1934 for that first year. So he had this brilliant idea to start playing on Thanksgiving to increase ticket sales, and it actually worked. So their usual ticket sales were about 12,000 or so, and then it grew that year to 25,000. And then, so they've been playing consecutively, though, after that break from World War II since 1945.
That's right. And that's why it's time to get them off. But regardless, I thought about it, and I'm thinking to myself, that long ago, the Detroit Lions, they were different franchises at that point.
Yeah.
And then the Cowboys come and join them. Isn't it time to switch it up? Isn't it time to have two new teams? Or isn't it time to break up tradition?
No.
I was thinking about, and
if anything, it should be the Cowboys should be removed based on how they be performing. But that's a different story. I personally don't think you should change anything.
I do.
No.
And I'm not saying this for...
So then who would you put in those staple positions?
I would switch it up. And honestly, I'm not saying this to be smart. I'm not saying this because I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm only saying it because when you think about ratings and viewership, I think you have to remove the Detroit Lions from Thanksgiving football.
No way.
I really do.
That's a classic 12 o'clock game. You play
That's why you remove it. Get rid of the 12 o'clock games and then do something else.
No.
Right? And then wait until 4 o'clock when everybody's eating, everybody got their food, and then you can watch the Cowboys. Yeah, that's when the Cowboys play, 3:25, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that's when everybody sleep because they watched the Detroit Lions game. They were like, man, I woke up, I played some football in the backyard, I went and watched the Detroit Lions game, I ate my first round, and I slept through the Cowboys loss. Then I woke up for the 8 p.m. game.
So I have the record. We'll start with the record first.
Okay.
2010, first year, right?
Yes.
So 0-1, lost to the Patriots. 2011.
How many sacks?
I mean, that wasn't part of that.
That's another level of research you got to get into. All right, so then 2011, another loss, though, but Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
12. Loss, close loss, though, 31.
He didn't spend more than 10 seasons. That's already a losing record.
The Texans 0-3, but 2013 got the dub against the Packers.
Well, you know why we lost? I got kicked out.
Okay.
That's why we lost, because I got kicked out.
Oh, which one? Which year?
Multiple. Back to back. 11 and 12, I think so. Because the Texans was 12?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so 11 for sure. That was Green Bay. Then 12 was, I didn't get kicked out that game, but there was some stuff that went on. And then
13,
Chicago was 13, one of them.
The 14 in Chicago. Y'all won against Chicago 14.
Yeah. That's when we should have won the Super Bowl.
And so it's official. Ndamukong Suh has a losing record on Thanksgiving.
2-3. I mean, that's just with the Lions. He started off he's finished strong.
But from my calculation, 2-3 is technically a losing record.
It's a losing record. So let's do this.
I'm just the producer.
No, you ain't. We don't shoot the messenger. We don't shoot the messenger. He said the Dallas Cowboys are his team.
Yeah.
Undercover.
What's their
during that
record?
Same time?
No. Just this all-time record.
That's a good question. I don't know.
All-time record on Thanksgiving. It's because they're bandwagoners. They're not the original Thanksgiving game.
It is a winning record. The Detroit Lions have like a 33 or 34.
Its all-time is 33 and 22.
33 and 22.
So
and one.
Yeah.
And the
33 wins, 22 losses.
Cowboys haven't won a record.
So we've got how many seasons? 33. You said 33 and 22?
Yeah, plus one. So
33 and 22. So in 10 more years, they'll be about 500.
And guess what?
And then they'll be losing everywhere after that.
Regardless, though, I'm curious about something.
What's up?
As a Detroit Lion, right? Mm-hmm. You wake up, what is your routine on a Thanksgiving day as a pro? Like, what are you thinking? Because I've always thought about that. Like, man, this sucks. Y'all have to play on Thanksgiving. You got to play on Christmas. Here it is. Everybody opening up their gifts, and y'all on the road. If you're playing Thanksgiving, more so NBA, but NFL's taking that over now. But what's your routine like on Thanksgiving when you were playing?
It was pretty straightforward and simple, like any other game. Primetime game. Obviously, everything shifted up an hour because instead of a 1 o'clock game, it was a 12 o'clock game. But stayed at the hotel. Our hotel in Detroit was 2 seconds away from the stadium. So I got to the stadium 3 hours ahead of the game. So rolling in 8:30, 9 o'clock.
In the morning?
In the morning. Wow. Yeah. While you over there sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. Getting ready for the Cowboys game.
Getting ready to watch the Cowboys get their head banged in. But get to the stadium and prepare like any other game. But obviously there's just like that heightened that everybody is watching us and not falling asleep, knowing that we're having an opportunity to go win this game.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, but let me ask you this, though. When you lose, does it change? Because we know Detroit Lions have lost a lot, right? And let me stop messing with the Lions. I love Detroit. I don't want them to go up there
I don't know if you want to see Detroit right now.
I love
they
Detroit.
On fire.
I love Detroit. I mean, you're right. I can't see them losing Thanksgiving Day games for another couple years. As long as Dan Campbell, I'm a big Dan Campbell fan. But when you lose after Thanksgiving, does that change your routine? Does it change your appetite at all? Do you still want to go home and feast with the family? Or do you want to go home, get a platter, say, leave me the hell alone, and just like go and watch film? Like, what's that process like when you lose?
I think you look at any other game and you got to lick your wounds. Understand. I know you've looked a lot of wounds from the Cowboys.
I have, yeah. Look at one this year. Yeah.
Understand what happened, but enjoy the day.
Yeah.
It's a blessing to be alive. It's a blessing to have your family there and pour into them. And you got 3-4 days to get your mind off the sport, recoup, and then get back into the mix of things. Get ready for that next week.
Are you watching football when you get home? Right?
For sure.
Or are you really?
For sure. Yeah.
Why? Like, you don't want to go home and start watching some movies?
Let me rephrase like this. I'm having a great meal and I'm taking a nap during the Cowboys game. And then I wake up for the 8 o'clock game and eat dessert.
Like, let me get your opinion because we are in the middle of the season. And I think right now you can tell what teams are and what they aren't.
Yeah.
Right? NBA is the rule. You always wait every 20 games and you start analyzing teams. It's an 82-game season, so you look at that in 4 quarters, right? 20 games, what are we? 20 games, what are we? What are the Cowboys now? What do you see? I'm backing up, and I'm going to be a reporter now because I think they're bad and they stink, and I don't think Jerry Jones is putting enough emphasis on them. But what do you see?
So what I've seen from them, and I haven't seen a lot of their games, but I'm actually studying them quite a bit right now because I'll be in Dallas for that Thanksgiving Day game. So if you would like to come, let me know.
Listen, they might not accept you when you talking like that. Yeah, right? And will you be asleep?
They ain't got no choice. No, I'm going to be wide awake, taking care of my people over in the UK via Sky Sports. Yeah. But ultimately, I think they have an amazing offense. And where they are struggling, it seems to be in special teams and especially that defense. And I think Jerry really understood that, why he made some of these recent trades. I think he made a great move in getting Quentin Williams from the Jets to shore up that defensive line. And I think they had another defensive lineman that came from early on with the Micah trade that came from Green Bay, Kenny Clark. So I think that's a good start, but I think they're also a little bit riddled with injuries. And so they need to find that next man up. Guys got to start to step up and understand what they need to do from a defensive perspective, because I think they've been winning games, or the games that they have won have been because it's been shootouts. It wasn't a full circle of all 3 phases of the game they've been successful with and played on all quality cylinders.
Yeah. Well, does trades work, though, in the middle of the season? Like, I never looked at a trade in the NFL that says, like, okay, this was great and I'm glad they did it. Like, I don't remember a trade that was so impactful in the middle of the year that helped the team on out.
I think when it comes from an offensive perspective, it's a lot more difficult.
Learning the playbook. Yeah.
But I think when you have an elite athlete and you have guys that can come in and they can learn the system within a week or two, and you modify that for that first week. So Quentin Williams, obviously he'll play this week and you'll be able to have an opportunity to play in this game, but he will continue to grow as he comes. And again, there's so many different ways There's only so many different ways that you can play a position. So keep him in that finite box and let him go.
Yeah. Well, listen, you'll be going there as an analyst this time, right? Is that you change up your philosophy at all? Like, I mean, what do you do different as a player? You get up early because you was, with the Lions. You get up early, you prepare. What are you going to be doing? Is this your first Thanksgiving game that you're calling?
This will be the first.
It's the first one.
Yeah.
How are you going to go about it?
I'm finna be having fun. What
I mean, are you going to get up? What time are you going to get up? What time are you going to get to the stadium?
If I could drink, I would drink, but I'm not. But I'm going to get to the stadium. It's funny though, as an analyst and being live in studio at games, I honestly get there earlier than sometimes than I have to when I was playing, which is super interesting. But there's a lot of hurry up and wait because we got to get set up. We got to do these different things. We do some pre-hits. And then obviously you get into the flow of the game and you start going. But I mean, I'd imagine if the game is 4 o'clock local time or something of that nature, 3 o'clock local time, I'll probably be in there around 11, 12.
Yeah.
I like Jerry's World, man.
Listen, that's a nice place. It's a nice spot.
It's a great place. I've never had a bad game there.
Football. I mean,
never had a bad game there.
Yeah.
Never had a bad game there.
You remember your stats?
I don't remember my stats, but Danny could pull them up though.
Yeah.
Danny could pull them up though.
Wait, well, that's that's a good point.
You should pull up that playoff game that we had in Dallas, where we got, I want to say, definitely cheated. But
was Roy Williams on your team at that point? Was he a wide receiver?
No. Come on, Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson was there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I remember because Roy Williams, he came. The Dallas Cowboys traded for him. Remember that? Remember the Lions and
okay. Yeah. Now Roy's I think a couple years before.
Before you.
Yeah.
Across his career, Ndamukong Suh played 2 playoff games against Dallas and recorded a total of 2 sacks and 4 tackles. So a sack a game. Let's see. 2014 wild card. Suh sacked Tony Romo twice. And then LA Rams.
We
4
bashed
tackles.
their head in.
Yeah, 4 tackles.
That was in LA.
Did Tony, when he got up, did you tell him that you're not his friend either?
Nah, Tony didn't talk noise.
Tony didn't talk?
Nah,
he didn't talk at all?
Nah, at least not to me.
Really? Did that upset you though? Like, man, why aren't you not saying anything to me so I can cuss you out?
Nah, I have no desire to talk to anybody on the football field.
I know.
Unless it's my teammates.
Except for your teammates.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're not like Marvin Harrison. I love Marvin Harrison in Philly. He never talked to nobody. He was at the end of the bench. You remember Marvin Harrison? Every time he stood at the end of the bench, he never said anything to anybody. He just went out there and just scored touchdowns, ran routes. Peyton found him.
I mean, he was a hell of a player.
He was. Well, on Dallas quarterbacks right fast, because again, you will be at the game on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Draymond Green made some headlines when he called Dak Prescott a bum.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that headline. I mean, and he was
When
saying
was this?
This was recently. And he was saying it from a standpoint of, he's not a bum like you can't get to the NFL, but when you're an NFL elite quarterback and you can't get the job done, I guess he's that category of a bum, right? I don't know. I haven't asked Draymond context, but he explained it that way. You agree at all? Because
I don't agree with that. And basketball is so much different. Like you have a guy that can be, there's 1 or 2 guys can take over a team in basketball. And football, you have so many other elements and people that go alongside that. And Dak has put up numbers. Now, has that always translated to wins? No, but I don't foresee him as he's the problem. I foresee there's other factors that have hampered him and not allowed him to have that type of success. I mean, you look at Kellen Moore when he was there with him. Why is he a head coach? Because of the things that he did with Dak. And that's a product of Dak executing in that system. Put that man in a system to where he can flourish. And I think that's a lot of the problem where folks and coaches don't understand and GMs don't really realize it's like, yes, you have these philosophies and you have all these great schemes that all these coaches want to do, but what's best for that player? What are they great at? And how can you make the best out of them and add more dimensions to them after you've already exercised everything they're already good at? At T. Rowe Price, their experience helps them see investment potential differently. Instead of quick answers, they know that what really leads to confident investing is true curiosity, which is why they ask smart questions, just like us. Like how healthcare innovation creates a healthier world, or how will AI be a part of a new tomorrow? Great questions for a deep dive. At T. Rowe Price, their curiosity runs deep so you can invest more confidently. Better questions, better outcomes. T. Rowe Price. Learn more at troweprice.com/curiosity.
Also curious on your end as a player, what is the code of ethics to talk about a guy or not? You're in this media space now. Like, is it one code maybe for football guys and basketball guys, or like was there ever a time where a teammate of yours maybe retired, was in the media, you're like, dang, bro, that's kind of crazy how he's talking about me or somebody else?
Hey, man, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of guys that are former players I got smoke for.
They got some chat.
I got a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Right. And my thing is, if you have not been there and done that, why are you speaking on it?
Okay.
And even if you have been there and done that, you don't know all the facts. Okay. So unless you've been able to get all the facts, now I can respect your opinion. And that's what a media personality is supposed to have an opinion, but let's have some educating, some facts behind it. Don't just talk out your. That's my thing. And for me, in that Draymond comment, it's like, bro, you just talking to talk to some extent. That's my opinion.
Yes, and again, he took some heat for it from what I saw in my colleagues. Regardless, I only asked because when he said that, and I'm looking at that, and I see the Cowboys, and I see where they are now, I'm starting to ask myself, does Dak Prescott end his career in Dallas, or does he go somewhere else, especially if he gets to free agency? Like, if you're Dak, do you want to put up this the rest of your career, having to get undermined by an owner? The coach really has no power. We know this, right? Yeah. No coach that Jerry's hired outside of Bill Parcells probably had any power. Yeah. Right? And so, like,
I'd say McCarthy had some juice.
Heck no. Mike McCarthy had no.
I think he had some.
No way.
I think he had some.
None.
He wasn't a complete rollover.
He was. Yes, he was. Mike McCarthy.
I don't know. I wasn't in that room, and I haven't been in those rooms, so I don't know. You may know more than you.
Listen,
you're an inside guy.
I'm only looking at what I saw, and I just did not see. You could tell a leader of men. Dan Campbell is a leader of men. He doesn't have the GM or the coach coming or the owner coming and undermining him after every game, right? And
but I mean, we could talk about Detroit. We can talk about that ownership. We can talk about the GMs and the decisions that they've made. They've made one good decision in the last how many years that they've owned this team?
And that's hiring Dan Campbell?
Yes. Okay. We'll say two.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell hire and paying Aiden Hutchinson.
Not trading for Joff?
That wasn't a trade by them. That was a trade by LA.
Yeah, but they had to agree to it.
Yes, they had to agree to it, but they were trying to get rid of Matthew Stafford anyways.
And they ended up with a damn good quarterback.
I agree. I played with Jared.
Yeah.
So I think it was great for them to make that move. But it wasn't really, I would imagine it wasn't initiated by them. We weren't seeking Jared Goff.
Yeah. And you're right. Detroit has, you look at guys like Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson, guys who have left because they just couldn't take it anymore. But I root for that city. And so
for sure.
That's, I still feel like Detroit.
All the love for that city.
All of it. All of it. And who knows? Maybe they end up with Dak Prescott one day. Right?
You never know.
But you don't see him ending his career in Dallas?
It's a tough one. I mean, there's so many factors that go into those different decisions. And I don't know what his contract looks like, but to go and start and rebuild, and Jerry he said it, I believe, publicly, like, I need to win now.
I think he's reasonable.
And you're going to get rid of a quality quarterback? Maybe not the best quarterback in the league, but a quality quarterback, a top 10 quarterback that's proven that I can get you to the playoffs. Like, I don't think you make that move. I think you find things around him, and the offense is balling right now.
Yeah. But they need to score almost 40 points to win.
AKA why they need to shore up that defense.
One thing for you, right? And I do want to get to your top three, Thanksgiving Day, sides. Like,
okay.
If these sides aren't on the table when you walk into a room at anybody's house, you're going to leave.
I won't leave. I just won't eat.
Well, yeah. But leave the room. Leave the room.
Yeah.
Looking at, again, I'm only asking this because you're calling this Cowboys game.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at them as a whole, and I know he is a winning quarterback. I only ask this. Remember when, Drew Brees got traded, to New Orleans Saints, right?
Yep.
If you're Jerry, do you not say, hey, I got this great quarterback. I can cash in on some assets because Arch Manning is sitting in Austin. And we all know right? Or at least it looks that way, that the Cowboys would love to get their hands on a Manning, right? Every Manning I've seen play won a Super Bowl. So if you Jerry, are you like, man, I get the next version of a Manning and they're right down the street in my home turf in Texas?
Man, I just don't know about Archie. I haven't watched enough of his game to understand if that's.
But he's a Manning. Yes, it's like having a superpower when your last name is Manning in the NFL. You can't deny it. That's why
it's not about denying it. There's so many things that go into it, and luck is a big part of it.
It is.
And I just, again, you want to win right now. I'm not getting rid of Dak.
I don't know.
He's a great option. Now, if you can go and get, I don't even know who you would replace him with that's in the league right now. But what quarterback would you replace Dak with right now?
Well, I don't know if I would replace him with anybody. I'm cashing on the assets, and I'm trying to look at what I can surround myself with. I know it's very hard to get rid of quarterbacks of that caliber. But if I'm Dak, I'm also asking myself, do I want to be here long term? Look how much you put me through another coordinator. I got to go through another head coach. I got to go through an owner who says, well, the reason why I'm not looking at the defense is because it's a $100 billion oil field right here. Like, do I want that? Dak is coming up on his final years. Like, I don't know how many. You got about 10 more years left, if that. So, like, your window is closing every year. You don't watch Jalen Hurts capture 2 on you, right? And you were here before him. And so I'm thinking, if I'm Dak, I know my window's closing. I got to worry about this circus every year. Do I not want to go and be a Micah Parsons and go to another franchise where I think my chances of winning will be better because I'll be in a more structured environment?
Okay, so if you're his agent and you see all these pieces, where do you send him? Or he hits free agency next offseason.
Minnesota or Denver. Are you sold on Bo Nix? I'm not. I like him, but I'm not sold on him. But I love that defense, and they're balling. They're the reason why the Denver Broncos
Minnesota would
games.
Make sense though.
Minnesota,
I can see Minnesota.
He got an elite receiver in Jefferson,
and they got a great system
right?
from quarterbacks.
And they've done this before, right? Yeah. With the Herschel Walker. I mean, like they could do this, right? Yeah. I mean, so
it's a throwback.
I'm cashing out if I'm Jerry.
But also go to Minnesota. You get your head banged in by Detroit, and you got to play Green Bay.
That's fine. Because I know
you may not get out the division.
Yeah, but I'm in a structured environment where my chances are better. Because listen, the NFC East ain't no easier. Are you getting past the Eagles anytime soon? Hell no. You're not getting past the Commanders if Jaden Daniels returns to what we saw. And the New York Giants, the only place they can go is up. Because they in hell right now, right? Only place they can go.
But does he go to the AFC?
If the deal is right, I don't know what team. Matter of fact, I do. I was going to say Cleveland. But I wouldn't say I like CJ Stroud. I wouldn't.
I'm not hating on CJ Stroud, but he's much more experienced than CJ Stroud. They got a crazy defense.
They do, and I love DeMeco Ryans. I think he is a great coach.
And you right down the street.
Yes, you are. But then that's why I would not send him to Houston if I'm Jerry.
Why? You're not in this.
Because if I'm the Cowboys, I own Texas. I'm not going to give you my quarterback, and then you may go on and win a Super Bowl, and I got to face the news here. Jerry traded him right down the street to Houston, and then he won a Super Bowl. I don't want anything to do with that. All right? I'm turning this to the San Antonio Spurs at this point. I'm shipping them to Toronto in a way, right? And that's close to Minnesota. Anyway.
Yeah.
3 dishes, right? Because it is Thanksgiving. I
3
definitely
dishes.
want to get your opinion.
We going with... I mean, gotta have some turkey.
I don't know. It's $100 is in turkey.
Let's just do sides at least.
All right, let's do sides.
The proteins are kind of set.
Yeah. All right. Sides, stuffing. Gotta have stuffing.
That's a hot take.
That is. No, I'm not going to interrupt.
You got a problem with stuffing?
No, I'm not going to interrupt. I'm going to give you my 3. I don't want to interrupt your 3.
Candied yams and greens.
That's yours.
That's mine.
That's therapy.
Macaroni and cheese, first of all, okay? You ain't no way in the world.
Mac and cheese is like it.
No, but you need mac and cheese at Thanksgiving. Come on, man. Without a mac and cheese.
There's mac and cheese and then there's mac and cheese.
I ain't talking about that Kraft mac and cheese. I'm talking about the real mac and cheese, right? Like the baked macaroni and cheese, right?
Okay.
The one that Mama makes, Big Mama makes, store the recipe, that one.
Okay.
I'm not doing those stuffings in my top 3, man. Like that might be in my top 10, but it's not top 3. I'm sorry. Baked macaroni. I'll go with the candy yams with you. I will go there. My last side, I'm not going to go greens, but I am going to go potato salad. That's me.
He
That's
said
me.
potato. Okay, all right.
I like
Let's go to
potato
dessert. Top 2 desserts.
Now, it's going to be different because I don't know if my family only makes this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually taught a friend of mine who lives in Portland how to make it. Sweet potato cheesecake.
Sweet potato cheesecake.
Yeah. A lot of people haven't heard of that. Sweet potato cheesecake, right?
Yeah, we got to have a sweet potato
mixture
of something.
Absolutely.
I'm the pie.
Sweet potato pie. Have you ever had Patty's pie? Patty the Bell.
Oh, yeah. I've tried it. Yeah.
Do you put it in the oven before you make it? Or before you eat it?
I mean, I just eat it.
No, I did that too.
I don't have no cooking, nothing.
I did that too. But the secret is apparently you have to put it in the oven for a few minutes, and let it get moist.
Yeah.
And it comes out even better. So if you see Patty's pie in Walmart, pick it up, put it in the oven this time.
Okay.
But yeah, sweet potato pie, sweet potato cheesecake. If my family makes it, I'm a big sweet potato cheesecake guy.
Okay.
What about yourself?
I mean, sweet potato pie. And I mean, I always like apple crisp or something.
I would agree with you on the apple pie.
Cause it's, you gotta have that ice cream with it.
Yeah. Now that's going to put me to sleep. I'm not catching the 8 o'clock game.
No, I'm sleeping during the Cowboys game.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm waking up to the fourth quarter. Is it a close game or not? Nah, I'm going to go back to sleep. Hit me when it's 8:15.
That's why I said me. I'm up during the Cowboys game because I care about real football, right? The Detroit game is real. That's what I care about.
I mean, to each their own. We'll see. I appreciate you, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving, boss.
It's time for the Confidently Curious question, where we ask questions that are one step ahead. Sponsored by Piro, where they believe that asking better questions can lead to better outcomes. So, my Confidently Curious question of the day is, what are some of the benefits of refinancing a mortgage loan? A, lowering the interest rate. B, changing the loan term. C, cashing out home equity. D, all of the above. Oh, I love this question. The answer is D, all of the above. I recently did this in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, for my main home that I absolutely love staying in. But the big thing was I was able to take my payment from, I believe, $3,000 a month to about $2,500 a month because my interest rate was lowered and the bank said, hey, interest rates dropped, so you can refinance and make a lower interest payment. That's our Confidently Curious question for the week. Thanks to our sponsor, Piro, for modeling the power of better questions. Piro proudly sponsors No Free Lunch. The views expressed in this podcast are those of the podcast participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Piro. Their sponsorship supports the platform and does not imply endorsement of specific content or perspectives.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy the family. We love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to No Free Lunch on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.